Support WrestleTalk!
Thank you for being an awesome pledge hammer on Patreon, the bearded zombie cat, Zach. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Luke Owen. Press the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button harder than One Punch Man, and leave a comment down below to answer our question of the day. Who from WWE would you cast in their film version of Captain Marvel? Though I'll be honest, it won't matter who you pick, they'll just replace her with Charlotte Flair. Last week it was revealed that former Vince McMahon right-hand man Bruce Prichard was heading back to WWE, essentially to take up the position he previously had in the company. PW Insider were the first to report that Prichard was back in WWE, saying he will be one of the top point people in the creative team going forward. However, it was then reported by Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer that Prichard's position of power had been a bit overstated, which was then backed up by Post Wrestling, who are reporting that the former Brother Love is a full-time employee with a corporate title, but is not overseeing creative. And this has seemingly been confirmed by the man himself, who opened up about his role in the company on the latest episode of Something to Wrestle, saying a lot still needs to be worked out as far as what my role will be. I'm going to come back and help out wherever I can be most valuable. Prichard and co-host Conrad Thompson also announced that the podcast will continue, despite Thompson's connections to All Elite Wrestling, but they won't be doing any live shows after their already announced dates. It was also reported last week by Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet that WWE ambassador and wife of the late Ultimate Warrior Dana Warrior has also been hired by WWE to join their creative team. Satin reports that Dana Warrior was at the Raw tapings last week to begin work and has been hired to give an additional female perspective. Over the last couple of weeks, we've heard that this year's WWE Hall of Fame class will include D-Generation X and the Honky Tonk Man.
That Hall of Fame's a bunch of bullshit.
And there have also been rumors that the Hart Foundation and former ECW champion Taz will also be inducted. And now WrestleVotes are reporting the final names that will complete the class of 2019. And if you want to avoid those names, then you can click ahead using the timestamp in this screen, helpfully provided by our editor. Here we go, we're about to head into the spoiler room brawl in 3, 2, 1. According to WrestleVotes, the last two names going into the WWE Hall of Fame 2019 will be Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Ollie Davis's dream woman Tori Wilson, who is still under investigation for the secrets of eternal life she clearly has, as she hasn't aged a day in 20 years. She's like a female Paul Rudd. That photo of Paul Rudd is from the mid-1990s. How is that even possible? Sean Waltman, who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame as part of D-Generation X, spoke on Sam Roberts' podcast about possible changes that might happen to this year's event. Last year's Hall of Fame was notable for running very long, with lots of WWE wrestlers filing out during the evening, leaving a fairly empty gap in the seat as Goldberg closed the show. And according to Waltman, there are plans in place to avoid that happening again. Things are gonna change. There may or may not be inductors. I mean, I've seen inductors take 30 minutes to give their inductors speech. Someone who will likely be dressing up in their best suit for that evening will be Mustafa Ali. Ali took SmackDown by storm late last year after being called up to the blue brand from 205 Live, even pinning WWE champion Daniel Bryan. It seemed that Ali was in line for a big push, which reportedly would have culminated in a WWE Championship match at Fastlane Baby. However, a series of injuries and a concussion suffered at a house show took Ali out of the Elimination Chamber match, where he was replaced by Kofi Kingston, who now looks to be getting a shot at the title at WrestleMania. Last week, Dave Meltzer reported in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that Ali was close to returning to the ring, and that was seemingly closer than expected, as he wrestled at a house show in Minneapolis against Daniel Bryan in the main event. Excellent shirt there, Rowan. Where he fits into the Fastlane Baby plans remains to be seen. But you can fit into our Fastlane Baby plans, as we'll be posting our predictions for the event later this week. And if you want to compete against me, Ollie, and Laurie in wrestling predictions, then all you need to do is become one of our awesome pledge hammers on Patreon and take part in Wrestle League. There's also other great bonuses like shoutouts that you saw at the top of this episode, and bonus podcasts like Ramble Club, the latest episode of which is now live for our $10 backers. Become a pledge hammer today by clicking the link on screen over there, and you'll get your name scrolling into my stomach, which gives me the power to become a master of the universe. And are there really people who think Roman Reigns getting leukemia is a work? Click the video over there to see why they're wrong. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.